Adults spend a significant amount of time at work, so it makes sense that our workplace can impact our mental health for better or worse. I heard how Advisors Excel is making this a priority and invited Leslie Carr and Matt Beer here to tell us what they're doing. Thank you for being here with me today.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks for having us.
And you were intrigued, Amy, about what they're doing at Advisors Excel.
Yes, I have several friends that work at Advisors Excel, and we have 2 board members at Vallejo that work at Advisors Excel. And I know you have a robust program for your employees. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so we have a traditional EAP program where they can get telephonic help or help with a network of providers here in town. 5 visits are paid for through the EAP. That evolved into a local EAP that we partnered with CFCC, Christ First Counseling in town, to where they can get 5 in-person visits as well. We just continued to add because we continued to add people and kept seeing the needs. So the most recent thing is a full-time counselor, actually contracted through CFCC, that's on site at our Gage office.
Oh, marvelous.
To the point where we had so much use of them that we added a second person just this last month.
I'm curious, Matt, because I know this is something that's been personal for a lot of folks associated with advisors. What was it that inspired you to realize this is something we need to be paying attention to in our workplace?
I mean, I think it started off with our advisors. We have a large network of advisor clients throughout the country, so we deal with a lot of people, and we just saw things with them, with their family struggles and needs. We kept adding staff. We kept seeing it with staff and family. So we wanted to provide more than kind of that traditional EAP option.
Well, I am wondering why you see this as a value for your employees. I mean, it must be a cost to your business, and so when you're looking at budgets and you're thinking about how are we going to make things work, how does this fit in and how do you prioritize it?
Leslie? Because you do a lot. I mean, it's more than just saying, okay, you can go see someone. You've got other things that you do.
Yeah, so I think it's important to remember that, first of all, our founders, Dave and Cody, really value taking care of our staff, making sure that they feel supported at work. And, you know, we spend a lot of time together, so making sure that, that we're happy and healthy, and that means mental health too, not just physical health. So I think that that was key for them in terms of adding this as a pillar and saying we want our company to focus on this. I think it's a huge issue. We also, and something to add to what Matt mentioned, we have an employee-run group that also provides support to staff. So we have champions throughout our company who understand all of the resources that Matt mentioned and can explain them, but also if someone's just struggling or having a tough time, they can look for a little champion badge on someone's office door or cubicle, and they know that that person's a safe person, can help.
Isn't that
That's a
wonderful?
cool idea.
That is a great idea. And I know you and I worked together over the last year or so on mental health first aid training at Advisors Excel.
Yeah, so we really wanted to take that even further, and so we added Headspace, which is an app that we pay for staff and their immediate families. And then we said we need leaders to understand the value of mental health. Stigma is a huge problem, as you know.
Yes, yes it is.
And stigma can really mean, you know, judging people, of course, if they have mental illness, but also things as simple as they're really stressed or anxious, and so maybe they wouldn't be best for this project. And we really want people to feel safe to share if they're struggling so that they can get the help that they need. So we said, let's partner with Vallejo and bring them over and have them do this training, which was free, which is great. It's a great service. And train some of our leaders, our key leaders, so that they know how to respond when a staff is struggling in a crisis, or just, hey, I need a little extra support.
Is it easy to have that flexibility, Matt? I mean, in the long run, is it worth having that flexibility to increase productivity?
Yeah, I think we've tried to do some things with what we call the AE Life Center. So we have a financial wellness coach. We've got some physical resources with on-site medical clinic, and this was just another thing that we saw as a need that we could take care of for staff.
Well, I know we're going to be taking a more in-depth look at it with your founder, Cody Foster, in our news on Monday. So we look forward to that story. Great. Glad you both could be here today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both. I really appreciate you being here with me today. Thank you.
We're happy to.
Well, chances are someone in your workplace is impacted by domestic violence. We'll find out how you can help next.